Hello, my name is Adewunmi Bamishigbin. I'm currently in my sixth course semester of studying software engineering at Code. This video will be addressing what I learned and put into practice from the Teamwork and Collaboration IS module. It will be based on the Mind Stories and Objective Augmented Reality project teams that I worked with at Axel Springer GmbH. The Mind Stories project consisted of 6 team members from 5 countries. One project lead with the role of product manager, 2 software engineers, and 3 interaction designers. Our goal was to work with journalists on how to create an interactive way of using Snap AR to tell stories to younger audiences. While the objective project consisted of 4 team members, a product manager, a software engineer, and 2 interactive designers, working with 6 journalists to produce an interactive AR lenses that educates young adults in a fun way about unpopular in-demand jobs in various sectors of the German economy. While working in these teams, I discovered that the mindset of team members plays a large role in determining if the team is going to achieve its goals or not. This is the point where the grow and fix mindset comes into the picture. First, it's better to know what mindset simply means. Researcher and Professor Carol Dweck uses the term mindset to describe the way people think about ability and talent. We have this fixed mindset, which suggests that abilities are innate and unchangeable, and the growth mindset is the opposite. In both the mind stories and objective themes, team members' mindset majorly came into play on how we approach the project. For example, I quickly realized on the Mind Stories project that the theme is almost evenly divided between the two types of mindset. We had a discussion and a vote on when and how to involve external assistance. And I noticed almost half of the team with the fixed mindset preferred more than the status quo and take the easy route by offshoring the development of the lens to external collaborators. While the other half, with the growth mindset, wanted to use the implementation as a learning stage and have the external collaborators as a consultant that would help in guiding the project when needed. In the objective project, I noticed that collaborative motivation was really high at the beginning of the project. But as the project passed its middle phase, it was difficult to keep the team motivated. Therefore, I suggested a Greenspan behavior change that can facilitate team building through scheduled virtual water cooler breaks, yeah, during our weekly remote work meetings or check-ins, where team members can talk about anything other than work. This activity will run for a duration of 4 weeks. Since we conduct these meetings in remote settings using the Microsoft platform, it makes it easier for team members to join 10 minutes earlier to talk about anything other than work. One of the most important things to consider is the ability for the team to perform this team building activity or behavior change that is intended to improve collaborative communication. Making the activity easier to do for team members is very crucial in increasing the level of participation and interest. The timing of the request makes a lot of difference. Being mindful of things going on around us before prompting team members to engage in such team building activity is important. The aim is to make sure the prompt is above the fog behavior models action line when team members will be highly motivated to participate. Therefore, timing is key. For example, workers are more encouraged to participate in team building activities after they just received their paycheck. An anticipated obstacle is reasons why teammates might not want to come early or 10 minutes earlier. So, getting around this obstacle might be making sure this activity is not more than 10 or 15 minutes, and because 15 minutes might be too long of a time to give up by team members. Cultural differences can significantly impact the teamwork and collaboration process. The aim in both the mind stories and the objective themes was to go to the performance stage of group development. Therefore, at the forming stage, it was important for us to embrace and effectively manage cultural diversity. We made sure our small teams were inclusive, diverse, effective, cross cultural themes. I noticed the following impact on our themes and the step it took to address it. Communication barriers. You know, there are variations in beliefs, values, behaviors, and communication styles among individuals of different cultures can lead to communication barriers within cross-cultural teams. Making sure the team members were aware of this would encourage empathy amongst the team. We had diversity and creativity. You know, cultural diversity can inspire creativity and drive innovation by offering new perspectives that inspire colleagues to see the workplace and the world differently. This made our augmented reality asset creation very, very unique and different from what was, the norm. There are challenges and benefits. While cultural diversity can bring unique perspectives and opportunities to the table, it can also pose challenges such as conflicting working styles and approaches to teamwork and collaboration. This leads us to the conflicts and how to manage them. An example of conflicts arising from our differences in values, norms, and behaviors on the Mind Stories project. These conflicts can manifest in various ways, such as conflicting working styles, approaches to teamwork, and collaboration. The main conflict arose from misunderstandings due to different communication styles and non-verbal cues. This was easily resolved because team members are used to working in a culturally diverse environment and identifying a recurring communication habit that is considered to be rude from a member of the team who pays little or no attention to verbal cues was very, very easy. Addressing this was tricky because of cultural differences. What is considered outspoken in some cultures is considered rude in some others. This was in the storming phase of our group development. Therefore, being able to make it an healthy conflict was the first step towards resolving the problem. This led us to creating a strategy on conflict resolution. Our strategy leaned towards answering the questions on what every team members should know about each other and how every team member would like to be worked with. This also leads to our conflict management tool that answers the questions on how we want to give and receive feedback. Conflicts can arise from giving and receiving feedbacks. Therefore, when it comes to giving and receiving feedback, it's essential to navigate the process effectively to promote growth and development while potential while minimizing potential conflicts too. Therefore, in every team I worked in, the norm was a non-violent approach called NVC. This is a type of communication based on the principles of non-violence. It's a method designed to increase empathy and will learn to hear our own deeper needs and the needs of others. In the Mind Stories and Objective team, our approach to giving and receiving feedback follows this format. One, when you do an observation. Two, I feel, you state your feeling. Three, my need is, state your needs. Four, would you please, state your request. When you do a certain thing, I feel this way. My need is for you to, would you please do this? That was our approach towards giving and receiving feedback.